Hello, and welcome to the special podcast. Today we got two hosts, well, three hosts, including me. The Thief Dude and what do you want to be called on here? On the
Electro.
podcast? Electro. Okay, Electrolightz. Do you mind if I call you by your real name? Or
Sure, yeah.
all right. But yeah, the new trailer for Firebase C came out, and we're gonna talk about it. Speculation before the map comes out. So anybody have thoughts
and then
on it?
after it
Yeah,
comes out, we'll probably have like a review and we'll talk about it after that.
How the fuck is the Mangler back?
The Mangler? I don't know.
What the fuck? He just kind of emerged.
He just popped up there.
It was
I think like
Because it said everything's coming back from the Dark Ether. Like I thought everything was supposed to be mutated, and then the Mangler.
yeah, that's true. He's not really distorted
he
at
just
all.
showed up.
But I guess they're still just zombies.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That there's still zombies that are mutated. So
Yeah, I feel like either they came up with the concept of Manglers in the new universe, or since it has like red eyes, I'm thinking they're just straight from Gorod, and that they were just like in the
Will they
Dark Ether.
be? You guys think they'll be as cancer and annoying? That's like Korod, where they just kind
they
of
weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. I mean, I didn't get the super high rounds.
Like first experience, or it's the first experience seeing the Mangler again. It's like pretty much a new thing, and it just kind of like shit stomps us.
Well,
I
I don't know because
I
we
think
know what
it'll,
manglers are now.
I think it'll depend on how many like spawn.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because if they spawn in tandem with the other boss zombies, and if their projectile still locks onto you, like it did in Gorod, where it just doesn't leave, that could be a problem. That could easily be a problem.
I would rather a straight projectile that's really, really fast, that you can avoid, rather than a projectile that goes like slower, where it just tracks you. I think it's just annoying.
I really hope. I'm kind of afraid now that I think about it with the amount of boss zombies. We have the big Blight Father looking guy. I don't know what to call him. And then we have the super big zombie.
Apparently,
and then we have the
they
Russian
actually,
Mangler. And then we have zombies.
they released
too many boss zombies.
notes about him on their Twitter.
Oh,
and apparently he's a shapeshifter.
Oh, a shapeshifter. What? Maybe he turns into
So
a Russian
they
Mangler.
They could do some really interesting stuff with that.
Wait,
So I'm thinking like maybe because they said he was transforming into different like
oh,
objects.
maybe that was the thing, the big distorted creature thing. Maybe he turned into the Mangler.
What I'm imagining is you step into that dark room that we saw in the trailer with the big crystal in the tank, and I'm just imagining it's just a room that's full of like random objects, and then suddenly one of them just shifts into that monster. Like he was just waiting to get the jump on you. I think that'd be so cool. Like it would be a scripted event, is what I'm thinking.
I hope it's scripted in a way where he doesn't, because I think what brought Die Machine down a little bit was the boss zombie, and he was just come way too frequently, and it was kind of annoying how much health he had.
Yeah, in terms of like gameplay, I hope it's more replayable too, because I felt like Die Machine was replayable, just not like
you know why? As soon as you upgraded all your Ethereum crystal stuff, you had no reason to play.
Yeah, that's pretty much
it.
Yeah, but now we only have two.
I'm hoping for.
But they said there was going to be tier 4s and 5s.
Oh, really? That's actually interesting.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
tiers
true.
Per perk is a fucking lot to do.
Okay, that's cool. But if you already if you already have it upgraded to tier, I mean, it depends on how much it costs for the tier. I hope they really up the price. I up the prices for like tiers because
make
it
it
was
a
way too cheap. It was way. It
also
was like
make it rewarding.
It was way too cheap. You could, if you play 10 games, you could basically upgrade all the perks with the Ethereum crystal.
I got like first prestige in Cold War, and I unlocked everything.
Exactly. That should not be how it worked. But now
immediately.
But now we already have all our stuff upgraded, and they're not. I mean, they could take it away from us, but I don't know how it's gonna work. If they're gonna rebalance the tier system and make it more expensive.
I think the further you go though, the more expensive. I think it's gonna be like 30 and 50. I hope. And I hope tier 5.
I really hope it's that much.
Yeah, and I hope tier 5 also would be the last tier, because I feel like if you go anything past tier 5, then you have you have literally like god perks. You have like just kind of mods installed.
So
what else do you put on the perks?
Are they going to add new tiers to the existing perks, or just more tiers for Tombstone?
I think it would go for every perk.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be for
'cause
everything.
I feel like if it was
It was
just for
100%
Tombstone, then
leaked.
that'd be a little-
It's 100% leaked, and I think it's 100% happening. I'm 100% certain it's for every perk because I
Yeah.
don't think they would just do Tombstone like tier
Yeah,
5
that would
Tombstone,
be
tier 3
weird.
for everything else. Like,
Then again, so much has been leaked that hasn't been like talked about, like custom mutations. People found that in the files, and I don't know if
But
that's
that was
ever
probably
happening.
just there left over from BO4. That's what.
It
Yeah.
could be, but there's like a lot pointing to, like, especially the way that if you go into like an offline match and you toggle the options, it has all of the exact same options as custom mutations did. But right now, there's only one option in that menu. So I'm thinking they might just add it in some random DLC season, and just say, "Hey, we added it," or whatever.
that shit is creepy. Jesus Christ. The fucking new boss zombie. I hope it's the boss zombie.
the big one or the Blight
the,
Prophet one?
the sharp one. The little fucked up guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shapeshifter, right?
Yeah, that's the shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter.
So just imagine seeing like a box, and then the box just shapeshifts into that, and he starts running at you.
Cool.
I wonder.
That would
the
make
thing
the
is,
map
so-
actually scary.
In the trailer, it shows what I now know as the shapeshifter. He said
Yeah.
it shows it coming from a direction that has no entrance or like it's just like a flat wall behind him. So I think he was an object, and I think he was like a
That would
box
be
on the wall.
so awesome.
I mean,
that would be
it's
so
something I can look
cool.
out for it. If I
Oh, and
roll
they could
through a
do
wall.
a jump scare with that as well, like they did in Zetsubo, where you could like transform into another player, and then you walk up
wonder
to
if-
him. And
I wonder if he's gonna
Oh
be
my
like
God.
George.
Wait, if they do, okay, I don't want to push too far, but like if they do this too, there's 100% chance of like prop hunt kind of game mode existing.
oh,
That would be
Like,
that
you
would
could
be
fucking
cool.
murder your teammates. That'd be
Yeah,
fucking
That'd
you
be
cool.
could play
nice.
as the shapeshifter and then just that would be
That
really
would-
cool.
oh, it'd be like a combination of
So
turns
if you
and
if you like
prop hunt.
walk up and guess like, oh, you're not this box, like if you guess it wrong, if you just kind of like you're fucking around and you'll shit your pants and you'll die. That'd be
A horror prop hunt, that would be really creative. That would be cool.
That'd be so cool. I'd love that. I love that so much. I hope they add that grief and boss fight mode.
It's gonna be
into
drip
this game.
feed for the game mode.
It's
so
definitely
ridiculous.
gonna be fucking drip feed, but I hope they add it. I hope they eventually add those 3 or at least 2 game modes.
How do you think the big giant boss zombie is gonna work?
I think he's gonna be boss fight. I think he's
Yeah,
100%
why would
boss
they-
fight.
They
Yeah,
never
why would
they never show the
yeah, they've never
boss
done that
fight.
before. They
They've
never showed
done-
a boss fight.
Maybe
Well,
Gorod
like,
Crovey.
yeah, I guess they
showed-
technically
yeah.
showed it. They didn't actually show like it happening because
Yeah.
that was gameplay. That was like actual
Yeah,
gameplay.
they're part of the map. But so he's maybe the boss zombie, like the big guy, is the boss, but he's also part of the map in some
Well,
way.
I actually have 2 theories. I think he might work like the dragon and Gorod because this is big Gorod vibes.
Oh.
Like, I'm thinking he might be like Dragon Fire AOE, where he like stomps to certain parts of the map and just shoots his laser to block it off.
Oh, like the
Or
But
and
what if he's
then
a
he might also
combination?
be the boss fight.
You know what? Actually, what if he's a combination of the dragons and the Origins robot? Because he's that big, and he breathes like some kind of energy. So what if he's stomping around and he also breathes fire? That would be so.
I mean, it could be.
Oh, yeah.
All these monsters could be just fucked up.
I mean, it would go with the theme of combining, certain enemies and things.
Now I'm just imagining a fleshy Origins robot, which like he basically already
He
is.
kind of is.
Yeah. I just predicted
Or
the whole
Pearl.
map. Let's go.
They have the landing pads from Ascension.
This is
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
oh yeah, it's like a landing pad
I didn't
and
even
Wonder
catch that.
Sphere combo. And I should point it out, the area with the big radar dish,
That's
it
it.
looks like they just plopped that straight out of Blackout from the summit area. Because some of those hangars and garages look like they were literally just taken straight out of it, and I recognized it.
Don't
immediately.
complain. We got an original zombie. Reused assets.
It's an
are
original
fine.
map.
Reused assets
Hell,
are
they
fine.
reused it in-
Okay.
They reused an entire
Okay, I
campaign
think
mission.
This should be established. People say reused assets, like almost every video game that's been created that has a
Exactly.
PS4
Yeah,
has
that's
some-
important.
Have some sort of reused asset from the one before it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reused
This is
assets are
something new.
fine. Don't
It's still
complain.
It's just
new.
one of those things where I'm
Oh my
like,
God,
have
they
they been
reused-
here before?
Guys, they reused the box from Horizon Track. Oh, remember
Oh
the
my God.
Oh my goodness.
4x4 box? Like, who's gonna know that?
Oh my god, they reused the campaign statue from World at War in Shangri-La. Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
god.
But you.
Dude, they reused the Origins Pack-a-Punch machine in Horizon. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
No one cares.
They should have reused that camo under. I love that Origins Pack-a-Punch camo.
Oh my god,
The Mangler
I love it
looks so
so much.
good. Look how crispy.
I hope they reuse the Gorod pack camo in this map. That'd be so awesome. Because that literally is just
Do you
fire.
think they're gonna make a new Pack-a-Punch camo? You think it's gonna be the same as Time
I
Machine?
think your gun's just gonna like be on fire.
It's probably gonna be
that would be such a cool camo.
the same like gameplay flow as Time Machine, where you're upgrading your tiers. I really hope they buff the weapons, like I was saying last time, because the weapons just
Yeah,
suck
I
so
hope
much.
there is a weapons buff in the works.
I did a solo run. I think I had like 67. It's like my highest
For
run.
Time Machine. Nice.
Yeah. And then I was gonna go for like
Yeah.
150, but then I don't know. I just got.
Did you get the ray
need
gun?
The ray gun.
Do you have the ray
Yeah.
gun? Oh, you
You
did.
just gotta have the
I've-
ray gun.
I
There's
played-
no other way.
I probably played over 100 games of Time Machine. I've only
I
gotten
think it was
the ray
87.
once.
Not 67.
Like I've used it more than once because people drop it, but I've only gotten it out of the box just from pure luck once. It's ridiculous.
At least it actually is a wonder weapon. Rare or not, it feels like a wonder weapon.
Yeah, true. I
Genuine
wonder how
cool.
rare the new I don't know what to call. I don't know the names of anything. The new AK-47 wonder weapon is gonna how rare.
Oh,
that's
they
gonna
actually
be.
did reveal that,
Yeah, it was a name.
and I think it's a really clever
it's
name.
the
Honestly,
YK84.
I think it's a really clever name because it's literally just Ray K. It's a Ray
Oh
K.
my, yo, they are doing
It's
such
so
good
good.
wonder weapon names. Like with the last wonder weapon had such a good name too. That one with the map.
Time Machine.
And
Yeah.
it is literally just the Mark IIIs as an AK-47.
Okay,
It's so good.
It shows. Don't forget to charge power cell. Oh, it's gonna be okay. In the image it says don't forget to charge power cell at the bottom left. So I think the weapon is gonna work like you can switch it to the regular Mark III the shoot and then the blast like the two sides. Except you switch it.
Yeah, there's like a select fire.
And instead
thing
of
from
ammo,
Black
I
Ops
think
2.
you're gonna have to charge the power cell. There's gonna be some like I don't know.
maybe it's gonna be
thing.
regenerative like that one
It
variant.
might be
in
like
Alpha
the
Omega.
vacuum
it
from
says
the
don't-
die. I hope
specifically
it's not.
Don't forget to
But
charge. So I don't think you're gonna be like waiting for it to charge up. I think you actually have to like go to something and like power it
Oh,
up.
that would be
yeah,
interesting.
maybe it's like the MAD from Attack of the Radioactive Thing, where you have to go to like a certain object on the map to charge it up and get ammo for it. I think that would be a little interesting to put in a map like this.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because they have all those like weird 115 tanks that we've seen in the trailers. So maybe you fill up the gun in there, or maybe they're just background assets, and I'm looking too deep into it. But
You're probably right, honestly, with that.
Do you guys see? I have this trailer on loop right now, and I'm seeing like there's this part in the map where they're defending something. I wonder if it's gonna be a Gerard Crovey defend part of the map because they have
I
all
kind of
sorts
hope
of
there's a
defenses
lockdown.
down.
That'd be interesting.
And there's a
you're
bunch
right,
of
Bill.
zombies coming towards some type of building, and they seem to not be able to go out there. So I wonder if it's gonna be some type of zombie defense.
That'd be interesting. I'd like them to bring that back. Just any other different type of gameplay would be really
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. It seems like they are going that way. Like it's gonna be different than Time Machine. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
this
better.
map feels really different from D Machine because D Machine is very much like this kind of as laid back as a zombie map can be.
It's just knocked again.
Kind of
It's a
isolated,
bunker.
like boring little.
Yeah. It's kind of a boring
like,
map, but it was
romp
fun for what it
through a
was.
bunker.
Yeah, I think it was like a fun, boring.
Yeah,
That
it
makes
was
sense.
fun,
Yeah,
boring. Yeah,
fun kind of
exactly.
boring. Just a little like a little nice time.
They
to get
had
us
to bring us
introduced.
back.
And then,
They had to bring us back to base. Like what they
Yeah.
had to introduce everything with Time Machine. Now this is them going full.
this is just a full war zone. This is
Yeah.
just full on a battle.
I've been wanting a
bunch
Vietnam
of
map
different-
for so long. I'm so
Yeah, and
glad.
I was gonna say that if they did any other kind of map for Vietnam, it would not. It would be a disservice to the location.
And it looks so cool.
Yeah, I was hoping the color palette would be
Yeah,
like
that
that.
logo at the
It's
end's
very
so cool.
orange.
It really is. The design for everything is really cool.
Oh, yeah, the big ol' onslaught dark ether bubble around the satellite dish area. I'm wondering what that's about. Maybe you
mark my
maybe
words
you,
for
like-
the Easter egg. You're using the satellite dish. It's gonna be part of the Easter egg. I bet.
I feel like it could.
No, it looks broken. Like, when
Maybe you
fly
have to
through it.
fix it.
Oh
yeah.
god. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be part of the Easter
You
egg.
have to fly through it and just patch it together.
Yeah, it's gonna be a timed thing where you have to grab a part and then fly through it and then press square at the right time, like the water, like the rainbow water from That's a.
No, not like the rainbow.
I'm not even joking. Like if you pause a frame when he's jumping through the solar panel or whatever, it looks like someone cut the piece out with scissors. It doesn't even look like it broke.
Maybe that's why they wanted to stop the whatever.
The big old summoner stuck his big finger through the satellite dish, and now you have to repair it.
He punched it. Yeah, you got.
I really hope we fight that giant tall, whatever the fuck that is, monster.
That'd be really cool.
It would be such a cool boss fight.
I love.
There are voice lines for it in the files.
Yeah. Also, I just realized that when he fires the beam, he's not hitting the players. It makes me think you could be right about the whole it being like
that's
a dragon
my prediction.
thing,
yeah.
And it like tries to destroy something. We just have to kill it, defend it. I don't know.
I wonder what all this. It's a lot of I wonders because you don't really get that much in the trailer. But what this purple stuff is. It seems to be like a force field type thing, because when you look at the part where they're shooting into the big horde of zombies, there's like a giant purple force field, and the crystals are purple, and the wonder weapon is purple. There's definitely this purple aura around the map, so I wonder what that's all about.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I think it's like an isolated bubble of the dark ether, or at least.
Oh, true.
Like, I think that I think there are two possibilities. I think they've either found a way to use like dark ether crystals to create a force field.
Yeah, because that's true. Because in the establishing shot of the trailer, you see the whole place. There's no purple aura around it, and then later on,
that could be the thing that they're filling up in the one part.
I think this game has something to do with the dark ether.
Yeah, definitely. The dark ether is purple.
No, I think there's a section of the trailer where they're in the dark room that I mentioned before, and there's a soul box in the middle that they're filling up. And then when the soul box is complete, it shoots out this big old energy wave, and I think that is that force field that's forming. I think when that force field forms, it brings it into the dark ether, and it lets all of these things spawn in. So it makes this specific part of the map part of the dark ether, which means dark ether creatures can show up in it.
And not mess with the rest of the Black Ops universe. I'm kind of interested in the story in general. This in the beginning with who is that crawling around on the rooftop? Is that Samantha?
Yeah,
that's Samantha.
Oh, okay.
Gets captured by Omega.
Who is the dude she's following, and who's watching her?
I think she's just.
I think that was just some random Russian dude.
Yeah,
I don't know who the guy in the cast is.
She was infiltrating. She goes to the portal and it cuts off because she gets I don't know, something comes out.
So I wonder. She has a really cool skin. I wonder if she's going to be an operator in either this or the next map.
I feel like they'll definitely make her an operator by the end of this game.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like that'll happen. It'd be really cool if we got her as a reward for completing the Easter egg.
That would be the best reward ever. I really want a Samantha operator.
We're gonna get like a skin or something. I don't know.
How would we didn't even get any rewards for the Time Machine Easter egg.
We'll get 1,000 XP. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Also, the Mangler. Okay, so I don't think the Mangler is from the ether. I think the Mangler is being recreated in this base because it's not firing purple energy like we've been talking about. Everything else has to do with purple energy. It's still Mangler. It's still the red beam, the red ball or whatever.
Yeah, it's got the original red eyes from Gorod. I think it's literally just been brought from Gorod. Oh, you know what I just realized?
What?
Oh no, on Onslaught they said they're adding the new types of enemies to Onslaught with every new map.
Man, I really wish I would know the pain of of Onslaught.
That I'm never playing Onslaught again if we are getting all of those enemy types.
It looked like is Onslaught actually fun? Like it looked like a disaster.
You can play Onslaught though, right?
It's really boring. It's really, really boring.
I mean, if you like it, I'm probably not gonna fuck with it.
I'm waiting. I'm excited to play because it's like zombies that I haven't played, but it probably is gonna be.
Don't
boring.
get too excited.
I'm not too excited. I want to be. I like knowing that I played every zombies map.
I mean, actually, hardcore around this map.
The next evolution of Call of Duty Zombies.
Can you play Nuketown on Onslaught?
You can.
Nuketown Zombies, let's go.
Although it's hardly Nuketown Zombies, it's not a fun mode.
Yeah, I'm DGen no sleeping this one too.
Why didn't Onslaught do Nuketown Zombies for every zombies map where it's just zombies but perks spawn in? That would be so good.
Yeah, that would have been a way better mode. But we got weird like zombies hardpoint.
I don't think you can. By the way, Aaron, I don't think you can stay up all night because they usually come out not at night. They don't usually come out at night.
Don't they come out at like noon?
Yeah.
Oh, it's December the 4th?
They come out in the day. Yeah.
I
No,
think
I'm thinking
they're
of like the
noon
4th from like
drops.
Saturday, Sunday.
It comes out on the 4th, usually at like 9 or 1. I'm probably gonna release this podcast on the 3rd unless like there's some crazy news that'll date this, like crazy.
Literally the next day. That would suck. So
There
bad.
probably is gonna be something we didn't cover because it's.
Yeah, actually, I definitely guessed that because I have a new semester, but I'm still grinding it.
It's fine because it's gonna come out in the day.
I'm still thinking about that Ray K pun.
The Ray K, that's pretty good.
Good name.
It reminds me of the old Reagan Mark IV mock-ups in the Black Ops 1 mods where it was just a
Everybody
regular
thought
gun.
like the Mark IV would be like.
It was just the Galil with like a ray gun attached to it.
There's no like season lockoffs, right? Like they're not doing that.
What do you mean?
Like season exclusives, like level 100. Like you can't reach level this after the season ends.
No. Levels are just continuous now. They're just adding new prestiges. That's what's happening. Your level stays the same.
Oh, so they increased the level cap every season.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. So I think they add like 3 new prestiges every season.
3 new.
Also, does this mean a zombie map every season then?
Maybe.
I think that's what they're trying to say with it's still season 1 for Firebase C because they could have just made season 2 and then Firebase C, but they said no, it's still season 1, guys. So every season, but that could just be a trick because they instead of I don't know how many Modern Warfare seasons there were.
There were 6 Modern Warfare seasons.
So
I think 6 new zombie maps would be neat.
But I think it's
I
a
don't
trick.
think we're getting
it's probably
that.
going to be 4.
Wait, they're adding
4 seasons that are longer. Are they adding prop?
Yeah, they're adding prop one. Multiplayer.
Oh, the multiplayer.
Oh, prop one's been in the game for a while.
You know what sucks? This map. Do you remember every time we got a DLC pack, we got like 4 multiplayer maps? We're getting 1 multiplayer map with the zombies map. And it's probably going to be another 3-lane garbage with SBMM all over that fucking multiplayer. It's so annoying.
Yeah, they should get rid of it. Also, the map was good though. This new
you gotta give them some kind of credit.
I haven't seen the multiplayer map, so it could be better, but
even managing to get this done.
I'm just used to the Treyarch maps that are complete garbage.
Treyarch 3-lane.
I like how they would appease and appeal to like all the players if they just took away SBMO. Like everyone's complaining.
Exactly. That's they have a ranked fucking playlist if people want to play ranked.
Yeah.
I'm all for like competitive games.
I already said this a million times. If you want SBMM, that's why ranked exists.
Yeah.
If you don't have a ranked in your game, of course, it's whatever, you can have it. But they have ranked.
They have ranked now.
Yeah, it feels like they're really pandering to the competitive scene, but also completely ignoring the competitive scene at the same time.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Their ranked is like garbage, right? It's It's because I feel like they don't want to put effort into actual ranked, so they just go the whole game's ranked. I wish they would because then each part of the player base. I like the competitive people, and I hope they can have fun too. But I want to have fun because I'm a casual player, and I want everybody to have fun. We should. I guess I'm going for segregation here of the players, but because that's what they say. I think they don't want to divide the player base, but it's I don't even play the game.
You make a ranked mode. You're already dividing the players.
Yeah, true.
Who cares? And even if, because I know, at least, I forget which Call of Duty did this, but I know there was one of them where you would, like, select a game mode, and then it would queue you for every game mode with the game mode you selected as priority. And if you couldn't find a match for the game mode you selected, it would just put you in another mode.
That sounds like Modern Warfare.
Like, that's stupid. Like, that's so dumb. I don't care how long
these last 2 Call of Duty games had just had weird-ass multiplayer decisions with Modern Warfare not having map voting. That was really weird.
Strange.
And how you, after every match, you just exit the lobby. But, granted, I have to give them credit. They are cracking down on the harassment in the new games.
They've been trying, but they can never quell that beast. that just won't happen.
But in a weird way, I do kind of miss the old lobbies where they were really bad. The toxicity of Call of Duty kind of made it fun a little bit because everybody was toxic.
Yeah, I think everybody remembers like Modern Warfare 2. Like,
Yeah. Every game before Modern Warfare had that Call of Duty like edge to it, and then it kind of got. I think they were trying to appeal to more people, which is fine.
Yeah, just any Call of Duty that had voice chat. I feel like it started waning out at like Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, the new generation.
From the new generation, it really started waning out. It might just be because like the 360 and the PS3 just where everyone had one, so all kinds of different wacky people would just show up in your Call of Duty lobby.
It was fun though. I love my favorite game chat was by far zombies. You always had some characters in zombies.
Yeah, some strange people showed up in zombies.
I have a fond memory of just throwing grenades in people's windows in Kino, and they're all yelling at me with my no mic. It was really fun.
Kino is just a surefire way to get some strange characters in your ears.
The other day, I found an actual full lobby of 5 on Black Ops 1.
Oh my god, really?
It was really
on
fun.
Public?
Yeah, 5 on public matches is really fun.
Well, it's a launch map.
Yeah, I couldn't find any matches for the Moon or Call of the Dead. It was ridiculous.
Trying to find like a match of Zetsubo on PS4 is actually impossible. Everybody seems to hate like the Asian maps.
Okay, anybody that hates on Shangri-La does not understand what makes zombies good. Shangri-La is one of the best maps of all time.
Shang is fun.
S-tier map, okay? You guys are agreeing
very
with me
punishing.
Am I in
very
an alternate
punishing
universe?
map.
You guys are agreeing with me about Shangri-La?
It's okay. When I played BO3, I had all the other maps, so I didn't want to play Shang a lot.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that's more so the thing that I mean is that all 3 of the maps that I said were very much kind of meh in comparison to all the other maps that were offered.
Are they though? Shangri-La, I would say, is the second best map in BO1.
I mean, even if you went and tried to do like Shang, I can understand not wanting to play on public match because Pack-a-Punch.
Shang is horrible in public matches. You can't do that.
Ooh.
It's really fun co-op and
Shinonuma,
solo, which is
Shinonuma is just kind of boring.
Shinonuma is the most boring zombies map by far.
And Zetsubo, I don't understand why people don't play Zetsubo, honestly.
I understand, because Zetsubo is also boring in the beginning. It gets really fun when you're all kitted up and shit, like Origins. It's like Origins 2.0 in a way that...
It's Origins, but with a less fun Wonder Weapon.
Everybody says Drak is Origins 2.0, and that's kind of true, just with... Like, they have a lot of similarities, but I think in the way of tedium, Zetsubo is Origins 2.0.
Yeah, tedium, long setup, so many quests.
There's too much to do in Zetsubo, and it's fun. Like, I like Zetsubo no Shima, but it's not as tedious as Origins, but it just trying to replay it every time, it's not as replayable, because you just have to do so much every time.
Yeah, comparing to, like, the newer maps... The BO3 maps just had so much more content in each one, it feels like.
Even
There's
the BO4
so many like
maps.
side Easter eggs and unlockables. I think
do you mean
Tog
by newer
had...
maps? You mean by like BO4 and up?
Yeah, BO4 and Cold War, like with a few exceptions, of course, because Tog or Toten had like 50 million buildables, and like Dead of the Night is notorious for the amount of parts and pieces that you can collect.
Togger Toten can get tedious like Zetsubo, though, I feel.
It's especially like near the beginning. Where you're just like
if you're micromanaging everything on Togger Toten, it can feel like too much. But
yeah,
out of the 3 tedious maps of Zetsubo, Origins, and Tog, I feel like it's the
it's definitely the best one out of the 3.
Yeah.
Because on Zetsubo, you gotta get the water, you gotta run around the entire map.
I don't know. It's a toss up for me between Zetsubo and Togger Toten. They both have their strengths and weaknesses. I would say either or on. Yeah,
you gotta pick your poison between being in debt and getting caught in spider webs.
I like a lot of the. I like the atmosphere. I think the atmosphere in Zetsubo probably has one of the best settings in all of zombies.
Oh yeah.
And the Wonder Weapon is awesome. There's a lot of really cool things. There's just a few things like the water and the skulls having that is so annoying. I have to go back and run to the skull, and the Thrasher fucking ruins.
The Thrasher is the worst special enemy in all of zombies. I think everyone can agree on that. It's worse than what IW cooked up sometimes. Ugh.
The Thrasher, I was defending the Thrasher for a long time. I replayed Zetsubo, it fucking literally one-shots you. I didn't realize that. It one-shots you.
I feel like everyone who defends the Thrasher just hasn't played Zetsubo.
Or they haven't been one-shot. I've played a lot of Zetsubo before this game I played, and I've never been one-shotted before. And it was right when I was on the last skull. I was right about to get the skull on top way. And I just got
everyone who says it's just like, oh, just use the KT4, dude. Like, all right. What if you get a Thrasher before you get the KT4? Exactly. Use the Brecci? You think I have money for the box?
Yeah, you don't have... There's a few weird gameplay decisions. I don't want to hate on Zetsubo too much. I like that map a lot.
Now, Origins. Let's hate on Origins.
No. I don't want to hate on too many maps. We save the Origins rant for another episode.
Yeah, in which we rant about each individual map for the entire runtime.
I want to do a thing in episodes where we review a map every episode.
Yeah. So I suppose we got a little preview there. I hope that there's actual side content in Firebase C, because in D Machine there was some side stuff, but not that much. Had like side upgrades for the die that were all worse than the actual die, except for maybe the electric one.
It's definitely going to be a lot like Die Machine, just the way the gameplay flows. That's what I've been saying for a while.
Yeah.
Where every map is going to be the same. You're always going to be pack punching, upgrading your tiers, and getting the. I mean,
that's kind of the point of a game, though.
I understand that, but in other games you would be. I've said this so many times. I'm just reiterating myself. They need to buff the guns, okay? Because every game I'm using the fucking Galo, and it's so boring. I really wish I could experiment with other guns like I love the Commando and the AK-47, but I can't use them. I haven't
played the game in like months, so I don't know. Everything could have gone.
Yeah,
they haven't. I played it.
Actually,
recently.
That's another point. They've had like 3 months to develop this map. There should be a lot going on in here. Plus, if the leaks are right, which they are, this map was supposed to be a bonus map for the base game, so they've had even longer to work on it.
Oh yeah, so polish it up.
There's probably a lot of side stuff in this map. I could be totally wrong about that, but I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some extra stuff that they might have been able to throw in here.
I hope it's like super unique. I want to be able to do like, honestly, I'm fine with if there's like a lot of bugs in it. Like you can just kind of jump on the roof, like bug out. I don't know.
Well, you can do that anyway. Probably. Remember, there's no invisible walls.
Oh yeah, fucking D Machine.
D Machine had a lot of game-breaking bugs.
My God, you fell through the floor on launch so many times in that map.
We were doing the Easter egg one time, and Aaron just fell through the floor and brushed it off like nothing. And he was like, "Okay, we got to continue with the Easter egg." And then our game crashed on the last second. It was so fucking.
All right, Orlov, we got your family photo. Oh, bye.
It was a fun week of content then when it came out. I hope it's more like a fun month of content.
Yeah, I hope it lasts longer.
Yeah,
it really needs to last longer.
Honestly, that was more like a fun. It was a week probably. It felt like a couple days. And then I was done with Die Machine.
It felt like revolutionary when the map came out, and like a month later, we're just like, that's it.
I can't believe we've been going for like an hour, 57 minutes here. Yeah,
we sure have.
Anyway, is there anything you'd like to say before we go? That podcast goes?
I predict that the next map will end with an exfil.
I don't think so. No, I do. No, I don't.
This is such a nice discourse here.
Also, eat cereal. It's good.
It is good. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It is good.
I like that too.
But anyway, follow us on Twitter @podcast.
Oh yeah, we have that.
We have a Twitter. We're on Spotify. You can listen in the background on your phone. It's all there. And we'll see you next week on our review of Firebase C.
Yes.